Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So I got a lot of DMs telling me to make a detailed tutorial on how to make a basic bodice pattern. So I'll be showing you how to make a sleeve pattern and a sleeveless pattern. Make sure you like and subscribe. Let's do this. This is going to be for my back pattern. Now I am just taking 1.5 inches for zipper allowance. Now I will place the front pattern just on the line I marked for the zip, and I will take a marginal line right there at the top. Now from this line, my measurements are going to be taken. Now place your shoulder to shoulder measurement divided by 2. That is from one bone on your shoulder to the other bone on your shoulder. And mine is 7.5 when it's divided by 2. Now you're going to minus 1 from this because you're making a sleeveless pattern. This way you won't have your fabric falling off your shoulder once you're done making your dress. Now when I take off 1 from 8, I have 6.5 inches. Now from this line I am going to go down by 1 inch because the female shoulder is slanted, it is not straight. Now you come down by 1 inch, which is standard. Now we are also going to take 3 inch from the folded edge of the pattern, which is also standard, and we're going to connect our slant from the 3 inch to the 1 inch downwards. Now from here, take your armhole depth. Make sure you're not taking it from here, you take it from here because this is where your new shoulder starts. Now I am taking 7.5 inches, which is standard for when you are making a sleeveless pattern. Now you connect from here because this is where your new shoulder starts, not here. It is standard on how to take a bodice measurement. Now place your bust measurement divided by 4. Now from your shoulder, take your shoulder to waist. Standard measurement is 17 inches from the shoulder, and it is often before the navel and also the tiniest part of your waist. Now take your waist measurement right there on the line divided by 4, and I'll place that right there, and also add 1 inch for that allowance. Now you can go down from here by 8 inches, or you can go upwards and mark where you want your blouse to stop. Now right on this line, I am going to take my seam allowance. That is for bottom hemming allowance. Now on that line, take your hip measurement divided by 4. And now we will start adding 1 inch for seam allowance to this bodice pattern. Once I am done adding seam allowances to it, I will just connect the lines. Now just take 4 inches from the bottom part of your bodice and take 1 inch upwards, and you can just slant it slightly like this so your pattern can have a little curve at the bottom, but this is not a must. You can just go on and cut your pattern the way it is. Now to place your dart on your pattern, start taking your nipple to nipple measurement. Mine is 4 inches, and that is what I take right there at the folded edge of my pattern. Now take ½ inch on both sides of your waist. Now for the front pattern, you're going to take 5 inches upwards for the length of your dart and 5 inches downwards. And once you're done with this, just connect your dart lines. Now we're going to place our neckline on this pattern, and I am going to take 3.5 inches for the width of the neckline and 3 inches downwards for the length of the neckline. This is a standard measurement to make a round neckline. Now just connect your cuff. Connect your neckline curve. Now once we're done doing this, we would come down back to the armhole and we will divide this and find the midpoint. Now once you get your midpoint, we're going to go in by ½ inch. Go in by ½ inch on that line, and you're going to come upwards from here by 2½ inches. Now this is going to help you to connect your armhole curves better. Now just connect this to the 2½ inches. Now connect this to this. And as you can see, it is done. Now, because we will be placing the back pattern underneath the front to cut them both together, we are going to place our back armhole line. Now, you're just going to connect it like this. This is going to be your back armhole. Now, place your front pattern on the line of your zipper. Now we're just going to go on and cut this together. Now when you get here, make sure you curve out a bit. Now we'll just go on and cut the armhole of the back first. And we'll cut the shoulder slants. Now you can just go on and add your back neckline. Just take 1 inch downwards for the length of your back neckline. And make sure the width is the same with the front. Now we can just go on and cut the back neckline, since we are cutting out the back first. Now once you're done cutting the back, take it out, and now we're going to cut the front pattern out. Remember to cut off your armhole line, then your neckline. Now just place your front pattern on your back pattern, and we're just going to retrace where the waistline is and the bust line is, so we can retrace that on the back pattern. Now once you've marked that out, we're just going to connect the lines like this. Now next thing I'll do is to place the back dart on my pattern. Now mark the same 4 inches we marked when we were making the front pattern, which is your nipple to nipple measurement, and I will just connect the line all the way to the bottom. Now take ½ inch on each side of your waist. Now the back dart is usually 1 inch longer than the front dart. Remember, I used 5 inches for the length of the dart of the front. On this one, I am using 6 inches for the back dart, and I just connected my dart lines. And also remember to cut out the center fold of your pattern, because your back is often in 2 pieces. Now in case you want to make a dress that has a joining at the waist, or you want to add a peplum, cut that waistline out and add whatever you want to add to it. And we're done with method 1 for sleeveless pattern, and we'll go on to method 2. Now to start your pattern, start taking 1 inch downwards at the folded edge of your pattern and connect your line. This is going to be for the back zip, just like we did for the other one. Now place your front pattern and take a marginal line at the top. Now from this line, we're going to take all our measurements, take off the back and place your shoulder to shoulder measurements divided by 2. Mine is 7.5, and make sure to add ½ inch to it for the joining of your shoulder to your sleeve. Now from this line, you're going to come down by 1 inch, which is standard, and take 3 inch and which is also standard, and connect your lines. Now from this line, you're going to take your armhole depth. My armhole depth is 8.5 inches, which is standard for a regular person. For someone who is busty, take 9 inches. For someone who is super busty, take 10 inches. Now it shouldn't be more than 10 inches. You can always go in and take your armhole circumference and make sure you divide it by 2. Now place your bust measurement right here and also 1 inch for seam allowance, and take your shoulder to waist and place your waist measurements divided by 4 and 1 inch for that and 1 inch for seam allowance. Now take where you want your blouse to stop, and I am just connecting the lines, after which I would add my hip measurement divided by 4 and 1 inch for seam allowance, and I will just connect the lines. Now I will just take 3.5 inches for the neckline, the width of the neckline and the length of the neckline, and I will just connect my curve. Now I will take 1 inch for the length of my back neckline. Now we're going to find the midpoint of our armhole depth. Once you get the midpoint, you're going to go in by 1/2 inch. Now 1/4 inch is 1/2 inch and 2 lines. Now go upwards by 2.5 inches. Now in case you're still confused, 1/4 inch is about 2 centimeters when you turn the back of your tape roll. Now I will just connect my armhole like this. Now take your nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2 so we can be able to place our darts on our pattern. Now just connect your lines and place 1/2 inch on both sides, and you're going to take the length of 5 inches upwards and 5 inches downwards and just connect your dart lines. Now also connect the back armhole curve, because we're going to be cutting out the front and the back together. And also don't forget to slant the bottom of your bodice. Place the front pattern on the zip line of your back pattern and just start cutting the back. You're going to cut the back first. Now once you're done cutting the back, take it out and start cutting the front. And now you have your sleeve bodice, and don't forget to open up the zipper center fold of the back. This way you have 2 pieces. Now also place the front pattern on the back so as to connect the lines, after which we would place our dart lines. Now place your 4 inches, which is your nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2, connect your lines and connect 1/2 inch at the sides of your waist and go upwards by 6 inches and go downwards by 6 inches. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in my next video.